comments about how I connect to the VNC, and obviously on my PC I've got the VNC viewer, and then in here I type in the address of the Raspberry Pi, and then eventually it will appear here. And then obviously to start it, all I do is click into this and it will then bring up my Raspberry Pi. So in today's video I want to show you how I install MQTT. Now there's a number of ways I believe this could be done, but this is how I do it and this is what works for me. So first I open the terminal, and then the first thing I like to do is copy this command in here, which basically will update the Raspberry Pi and upgrade it to make sure we've got the latest software available to us. So this is nearly done. Then the next thing I need to do is install the broker we're going to use to run MQTT. I'm going to be using Mosquito, and these will be available, all these links, for you to paste in as well. So this will take a few seconds to install. It's almost there now. So that's downloaded. We're now going to run this command. So I'm just using Control-C to copy it and then paste it. Okay, so that's been done. We then need to just verify that it's working. So again, paste that one in. And yes, that's okay. Obviously it's saying there's only local connections. So I now need to run this command, which allows me to edit the config file. So again, run this. And we need to alter this. So pressing the down button on the keypad, I'm going to copy in the listener to the port number we want, which is 1883, and then we need allow anonymous as true. Copy that, and in here paste it in here, and then we need to go Control X, press Y, and then press enter. The next thing we need to do is just restart Mosquito. So again, pasting that in. Now you'll notice I am using the edit and paste. I found if I just use Control-C and Control-V, it doesn't always work. And then the last few things I need to do, even though I'm going to use Mosquito, and in my programs I'm not going to be giving a password to them, I'm going to actually set it up so it's available. This seems to need to be done these days, and here I'm going to give it a password, which isn't really the password, but it's going to be the username, which is John, and then it's going to ask you for the password. So in my case I'm going to use 9698. Now it won't let you, or it won't show you when you're doing it, but it is doing it. Press enter again. Now that is basically MQTT set up on the Raspberry Pi and ready for us to use. So to demonstrate this working, I've got an ESP32 which is set up with the DS18V20 sensor and a script that's running on it. I will show some more details of this later on. Now here you can see Node-RED, and I've created an instance of the MQTT subscribe, and I've got a debug node, and here you can see the messages coming in from that ESP32. So on the ESP32 I've got two topics that are available being used on it, and it's an ESP heater controller and an ESP heater status. So I'm going to close this down for now and make this larger so you can see it. So inside this node you'll see we have to set up this bit here, which is localhost. The port should already be set up. That's that bit done. Click on upgrade or update, and then we need to subscribe to a single topic. We can probably do two, but to keep this simple, I've got here, which is ESP heater control. Quality of service is 2, and it automatically detects and parses the JSON. So we click on that, and in the debug node, we've left it as the message payload. So obviously here's the debug, and if we scroll down, here you can see the node for the subscribe to it. This one is if you want to send out messages. So obviously I need to just deploy it because I've made changes, or it thinks I have. I'll just clear the messages and let it run, and the messages are coming through every 30 seconds from the ESP32, and there you can see, and that is how simple it is to have an ESP32 sending out data through MQTT over my Wi-Fi, which is being sent to the broker. So I'll just quickly show you this. Basically the script came from somewhere else and I've had to alter it. So there's a number of things we do have to set up. So at the moment this is my Wi-Fi SSID and my password, and this is the Raspberry Pi IP address. We have to have the port set as 1883. Here we give the names to the publish temp and publish heat, and these are what the topics we're going to use. The DS18B20 is connected to pin 4, and these are just some of the times. So one message comes through every 30 seconds. The other one, which you haven't seen, which is a status, comes through every 61 seconds. And then the code, basically, we have to set up. Now, at the moment, I've got 2 outputs which run in the LEDs. So they're later going to end up possibly having relays that could actually then control the heater going on and off. And then this is the bit of code where I'm watching is the temperature below 25.3. If it is, digital write pin 2 high and pin 23 low. If it's above 25.5, pin 2 low and pin 23 high. And then this is the bit that basically does the, after a certain time, if the temperature is below 25.3, publish the message heater is on. Now you've not seen that working yet, else. So if it's above that, the ESP heater is off. So hopefully this shows you what you can do and how useful a Raspberry Pi and how easy it is to program the Pi using Node-RED.